Should be good to go. Welcome to Tuesday Night D&D, running a little bit late. Technically, we're Wednesday now here.
It's okay. Hey, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in.
So, quick question before we pick up where we left off with Dustin. I know we had discussed doing a few things, but obviously also with him leaving, I think Misfit, you were with Dustin previously, correct? Eating food?
He made me cry, so I ran away.
Yeah.
Where did you run to?
I would have gone back up to Serena and Tisalu.
And were you guys in the main room outside of where Khan was, or were you in Khan's bedroom?
We were in Khan's bedroom.
Okay, so the three of you were in Khan's
Serena was sitting beside the bed. Lou was checking out a bookshelf and slinging insults at her.
Perfect. Oh, yes.
No.
Marius, you were sitting with some of the NPCs. Penelope, I think, was out there at that point too, as well as the doctor. Alchemist dude who'd come by. And of course, lest we forget, what do you guys call Nathaniel? I always forget.
Daniel Derryweather.
Daniel Derryweather. Daniel is still with you guys, has not left your side yet. Doesn't look like he's really trying to leave anytime soon. From what you do recall, he was very eager to get off the island. But oddly enough, he hasn't ditched you since he got here, so at least he seems to like you guys to some extent. Other than that, you did have your lovely little encounter with the wooden individuals, which thankfully you survived and only mostly died, but came back. So I think that confirms where everyone is. Misfit, Tisalu, and Serena. What are you guys currently doing and discussing? This is all during the time that Dustin goes outside, kind of investigates, goes into the building. So it's kind of like a 5-10 minute period of time that you guys are catching up on.
Mm-hmm. Serena is going to lean forward in her chair with a smile and start inspecting her nails. So, Tisalu, why is it that you're so deathly afraid of your sister anyways? Well, last time she was around, you seemed so, terrified of her.
I forgot this was going on. I'm gonna have to burst in on this.
Carry
on, though.
Yeah, you're gonna burst in and cry about how I don't know honey.
It's not important.
And so,
why do you ask?
Just curious.
Misfit, are you in the room with this truck too?
I think I'm going up to them because I wasn't there when they started talking about this. So I'll be there eventually, but I think I'm on my way.
So what role am I making?
Oh, yeah, you're not making any roll.
Basically, okay. I don't want to be here for this.
As the two of you are having this conversation, all of a sudden the door opens and in walks Misfit.
You missed it.
Misfit?
Hi, I forgot why I left.
He was mean to you.
No, I forgot why I left this room.
Oh, why is that?
You walked back in. You remember immediately why you left this room.
I can come back later if you guys are busy.
Oh, I forgot we have this mod loaded. Hold on.
No, come in.
Come in and sit down on a chair.
Before that happens,
Mm-hmm. Why'd you roll your psionic dice?
Okay. You walk on in.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Hey, Lou?
Yeah?
I have a serious question.
Okay.
I've been thinking. It's all just adding up. It makes so much sense. Is Khan your dad?
Nepotism.
What? No. Why?
Because, I mean, you're like part dragon, right? He's the only dragon we know.
No. No, he is not my father.
How do you know, though? How can you be sure?
Because I know my parents.
It's okay. I mean, if you need time to process this, I understand.
Although, speaking of family, Tisalu here was just telling us about his sister.
You never talk
No.
about your sister. What were you talking about?
Well, then, go on. Tell
Come
us
on, what?
about your sister.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, for one, I'd like to know why you keep hiding from her.
Okay, there is a perfectly good and reasonable explanation for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why are you so interested in my sister?
I'm just curious. Last time she was around, you were backing away like a cornered animal.
Uh, where were you when that happened?
I was in the bar room, remember?
I don't remember seeing you there.
I suppose that's not a surprise. You're not always the most perceptive.
Can't argue that one. But I'd rather not get dragged into whatever she's doing.
Oh? What's she doing?
Not a clue.
She
How will
known
keep it that
for
way?
nefarious things?
Hmm?
She known for the more nefarious things?
By you mean illegal?
Sure.
No, the opposite, actually.
Is she fighting crime?
Um, considering she's in Draymond right now, I don't want to know.
Draymond.
Southeastern Shore.
I don't. What is that city notorious for again? I don't remember.
Roll a history check.
I think she remembers. She's being coy.
Because if you need help, I'm happy to help. Yeah, it's slumlords, very shady social structures. Basically, probably only the top 5% of that town have money, and they have a lot of money. The other 95% kind of fend for themselves. Not very well known for taking care of its people, but also a very strong city. So the few uprisings there may have been quelled rather easily, at least to date.
So Drummer, isn't that the place ruled by a bunch of crime lords?
Mm-hmm.
So your sister is a crime fighter in Drumore?
Yes. She just
You sounded
happens to be.
uncertain.
I mean, she just happened to be there.
We're not that far from her, huh?
No.
Nope. Yes, we
No,
are.
I am not. But I still don't understand why you're so eager to avoid her.
Because the only reason she would have come up here to say hi was to drag me over there.
You don't want to go over there?
Nope.
I think you'd be
So
pretty
you're
good
not
at
afraid of
fighting crime.
you're not afraid of your sister, you're afraid of Drumore?
Uh, he's a little bit of both.
At this point,
Mm-hmm.
you just hear a voice coming from behind all three of you. Oh, what is all that noise? And you see Khan sitting up in bed.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. Careful now. You were injured pretty badly.
I had some weird dreams. He kind of looks down at his wound. Huh. Well, that could have
What
been
kind
much
of dream?
worse.
We fixed you up.
Like, I can see that. You ask him what kind of dreams. Roll a persuasion check.
Cool.
Jeez, Serena, you're popping off.
Just recollections of elven, kind of like drama plays. And it's like, I swear I had a dream that Lou here was my son.
No. No.
He just kind of like, While this happens.
Yep.
You know, sometimes dreams are just memories.
Dustin, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. As
Amazing.
the blue flash from underneath the cabinet. So that is a fail.
Yep.
So you open up the cabinet from where you basically assessed the intruder was hiding. And as you do, the flash of blue light from the small gnome hiding behind some sort of device strapped to his arm propels you back 25 feet. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage just from the fall of getting knocked back. You got really lucky. I rolled a 1 and a 2 on your d6s. What's your passive perception?
No bonuses, so probably 11 or 10.
Check. You have 10. As you get knocked back, roll a Constitution save. Just as you kind of get flung. Okay. So you fling back. You have your armor on, right?
Bottom half.
The bottom half? Oh, that's
Yep.
unfortunate. Hold on one sec while I make my attack. That is, let me double check what the mod is.
16 for my AC, if that matters.
Well, I already rolled the natural 18, but I want to see what the actual bonus is. Give me one sec. Where did it go? There it is. That is a +5, so a 23. Where did the other attack go? What the hell? You kind of begin to sit up, and before you know what happens, you feel immense pain and pressure around your throat. And you find yourself unable to move.
Sleep paralysis.
Okay.
You turn, or rather, whatever is grasping you turns you towards it. You see this. Oh, wrong character. Standing before you. With the snakes wrapped around your neck. And your vision begins to just go dark.
Okay.
And right when you feel the last bit of life about to escape your lungs, you see little purple and gold sparkles. Misfit, I need you to roll a D100 as well.
Oh.
Oh,
This wasn't a hard one. So, as you sit, you kind of step away from your body, Dustin.
Oh, okay.
As the creature turns your head back around. At this point, you also notice Mergen is in the background, just like screaming his head off at this point. And you, like, out of body experience, begin to watch everything revert back in time slowly. Misfit, this happens to you as well, but you are the only one who notices. So you watch Khan lay back down. Everything kind of goes back. Their conversation, you going back through the door all slowly. Until Dustin, you're back out in front of the shed. Or the workshop. When you'd first decided to go in.
Okay.
Misfit, you're just back to where you had left the kitchen and were heading towards that. You both remember everything, To everyone else, this is all happening again for the first time.
Wait,
What
so
do you do?
are we next to each other?
No, I am
No.
outside. You are inside.
Okay, wait.
Mhm. You're on the western side of the house, and he's outside to the west. But this has all happened. Dustin, roll a wisdom or an intelligence check. I could accept either.
Oh, that was a saving throw. My bad.
I'm gonna send you a message real quick.
Time's being kind of wibbly wobbly right now. I don't like this.
And not knowing D&D monsters is not helpful, but it makes it funner.
So does Misfit actually walk in on them?
Well, one sec.
We will see.
Oh, is it freeze? Oh, here you go. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
So, what are both of you two doing as everyone else is repeating their actions?
If I can ask for more information, was that thing? Did it feel like that thing was inside when it grabbed me?
From if what you guessed, so basically you were knocked across to the other side of the room and it was already inside waiting there. It was likely not looking for you when it was in there. It was probably looking for him. It was
Yes.
probably in there at the time you got there. So if you had to wager a guess, there's a high likelihood that thing is in there right now.
And Rosie can't fit inside this building.
Rosie is the small one.
Ruby can't fit inside this building. Is it and it's a 2-story building?
No, it's a 1-story building. I mean, it's a bigger. It has like a little bit of a lifted top to it, kind of more like a barn style. But I mean, potentially, they're just walls.
And the cabinet he was in was like in the back of this building.
It was
against
so
the wall.
It was on the far eastern side of the building.
And
So it's actually the closest heading west. So the wall that you see, that is actually where he's hiding, is somewhere in that vicinity.
So the drawer technically is just on the other. The drawer he is hiding in is allegedly that he is hiding in is on the wall that we are directly in front of, right?
There may be another room between there. I think there's a storage room specifically there, but that area would lead into it, yeah.
Okay,
So
Misfit.
you couldn't like necessarily get in there. I mean, you could break through the wall and then find him and grab him through the wall, but you would have to go through that extra space.
I do know what I want to do, but I want Misfit to get a chance to do stuff.
What are you doing, Misfit?
So I'm in front of the door to Khan's room?
No, you're not. You're
Right.
like across the house still. You haven't even like you're just walking out of the kitchen that you. So the kitchen area you were was on the western side of the house. You're just beginning to head back east, so you're not even at the door yet.
I just stop and I look around and I look at my hands. My mind powers. They're awakening. Dirge! And I go running off to find Dirge.
You're actually he's in the main room with the others as well. So he's sitting out there with Marius, the Doctor, Dirge, Daniel Dirtyweather.
Dirge!
You're welcome.
Oh, what is it, little buddy?
I went back in time by like 5 minutes, and Khan's about to wake up, and he's Lou's dad, but I don't know what's going on.
Whoa! How much sugar did you eat tonight?
Only like half a tubful, but that's not the point. Something weird's going on.
Like, huh? I'm like, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll go check on your friend. Why don't you just try to relax?
No. There's something weird going on. I'll come with you.
Well, here. How about you search the perimeter and I'll go see if Khan's awake and find out if he really is Lou's dad. Because I mean, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it, right?
It does, really? I mean, he's like, they've both got scales, and
Yeah.
anyway, 1, 2, 3. You're all here. They're upstairs. Where's Dustin?
Who?
I like hold my head. What? I go running off calling for Dustin. Dustin!
Huh. Oh, hey, have you guys seen the Tin Man? He kind of yells off too late for you to hear as you run outside already or wherever you run off in the distance. He's like, the Tin Man missed too! All right, so you run outside or where are you going?
Outside was the last place I saw him, right?
He did mention, I think, that he was going outside.
Yeah, so outside.
If Penelope was in the room, she also would have known that I went outside because I told her and she gave me Ruby.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you'd be able to ascertain that. So you run outside, you just see Dustin sitting there next to Ruby, kind of looking at this building, kind of doing a double take himself.
I just charge him. I tackle him.
Athletics.
Live through it again.
Yeah, athletics.
I'm not going to remember exactly what I
12.
said, okay?
So you just kind of tackle me and I just hold my ground and you're just pushing.
You just fall into the mud.
Okay, you're still real. That's good.
Yes, confused but real, yes.
Do you know what's going on? Something's weird, right?
Wait, did you rewind? Did you go back?
Yeah. Nobody else.
Okay, I got choked
Nobody else
out.
knew.
In this house, I got choked out. But I think I was just in its way. There's snakes. Lots of snakes. Don't try to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a man in there, and he is in danger. I know where he is. I need to make sure of something. But can you help me guide Rosie to the right spot?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna head inside the building, locate which wall the drawer is on. I want to position Ruby on the other side of it, and I want her to break through the wall and pull the drawer out of the house.
So, a few things. To get into where that is, you have to go into the same room you were in before.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting in may be easier than getting back out with what you know.
There's a window in that house, isn't there?
Potentially, but I'm just saying, if it potentially thinks it can do what it did before, you would want to be very careful of that potentially going back in.
Yeah, will you let me roll a stealth check without disadvantage?
How much of your armor are you wearing?
Bottom half.
So you got legs.
I got legs.
Do you have the boots on?
I got the boots on.
Yeah, unfortunately, you still are making some noise. But you could always play that to your advantage too. But yeah, as long you can take them off. Same thing. You're also a little bit behind where you were previously in time.
I like the idea of making noise can be an advantage, so I'm going to just roll stealth.
All right. Natural 20,
okay.
Natural 20.
Almost.
Quiet as a... Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just want to signal Misfit to have Ruby move into the spot, and then I wanted to break through with both arms and just pull it out.
All right, so you're gonna go inside first, or
Yeah, to guide Ruby. Yes,
all right,
I
so
am.
you go in. So
Mhm.
you kind of walk in the room, you look. There is a storage room behind the wall, so Ruby has to go through the storage room and then grab him through the wall. But you could kind of direct him that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna bank that she has extendo arms. No,
All right.
yeah, but we'll get it through. It's going to be destructive. It's gonna be loud.
Okay. I need you to roll another D100 and Misfit. What do you say to Ruby once he kind of guides you to the position? Good lord.
It really wants something to happen, huh?
Ruby, we gotta do this. I don't want to time travel anymore. It's messing with my head. Grab the drawer, okay?
And the head kind of nods. And it points to the wall. Looking for confirmation.
I think, yeah, I think he said that wall. I think it was that one.
Okay. You just watch as she walks through the wall.
Oh.
Um, Serena and Lou, I need you guys to roll perception checks with disadvantage. Everyone else in the house roll a perception check.
Why? Is it because we're talking?
You're on the far side of the house in a closed room.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
And
disadvantage. 12 high.
Son of a bitch.
That's rough, buddy.
You can't get out of this one. You're thinking about too much stuff.
I was hoping I would get cut off, so I sent my message.
Marius, go ahead and roll one for you, the doctor. Oh, that's
Alrighty.
fun. Dirge. Oh, wow. All right. Nobody hears a damn thing in the house. Goes unnoticed. Crashes through the wall. Dustin, you just watch as all of a sudden Ruby Kool-Aid mans it through the wall, and then you just see two big hands like where the cabinets are.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple of different cabinets. Roll a perception check for me, Dustin, as this is going on. All right, crashes through, just kind of grabs onto all of them as they're kind of semi-connected. Basically, kind of pulls the wall and just starts carrying the wall outside with all of the shelving attached to it.
I want to follow if possible. I want to sprint out and motion Misfit to follow me.
Right. So as this is going on, you just kind of hear like these little moans and groans, like ah.
From the drawers, I hope.
From inside the drawers.
Okay, good.
As you guys are walking away, however, you look back inside the building, you don't see anything.
Good. We're keep running. We're going to the house.
All right. So within a couple minutes,
What's
you guys
in
are
the
within the
drawers?
house.
Tiny little man
A
in
little
danger.
man?
A little man. Let's go.
What's that little man doing in there?
Please, no, please!
I don't know, but something was gonna kill him.
It's okay, little man. We got you out of there. It's
No,
okay.
no! At this point, I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, my
Oh.
So, as you guys are kind of sitting there with the wall, you just watch this burst come out, and bits of the wall just like knock both of you on your butt, and this little gnome falls, little old man, from what you could see, Misfit, and he just starts like running for the main gate.
So we're prone.
Yeah, it kind of like falls on top of you for a second. You kind of could get back up after about a few seconds.
Good thing I'm fast, and he definitely doesn't have two of those. I'm going to use the dash, stand up, and try to run at him and grab him.
All right, so you kind of see him making for the main gate, so you start speeding after him. He turns back and looks at you. Let's see. No, we're not that mean.
I'd like to wild shape and do the same.
No, hit
Just
me, dude.
flanking him.
He's going to do something real quick. He kind of like messes with something in his bag. You can't quite tell what he's doing, and he continues running. As you guys kind of begin to close in on him, I need both of you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Buddy.
It's the 100s.
That was
coming
an
back.
18.
Shut up. Shut up. So as you both begin running for him, all of a sudden
You
your
swapped
feet
almost.
stick and you fall into this gluey, like sticky substance that he seemed to have dispersed onto the ground that you did not see previously. You are currently stuck to glue to the ground. You might be able to muscle your way out of it, but whatever that glue is attached to is coming with you for the moment, it would seem.
Is it only? Did I like fall face first into glue, or is it just like my shoes?
Your shoes, and then you fell face first into it, both of you.
All right, I have to make athletics to get out of this.
I just started yowling my head off.
Actually,
I'm a
At this-
Moorgounder.
no, I have an idea. I am going to attempt to persuade him to stop running by shouting out, "There was a man in there who was trying to kill you, and we want to get you somewhere safe."
I think he'd rather die than go
You
get his
yell
life.
out, but he does not slow down at all.
Okay.
He continues to run forward.
Can we try to break free?
Yeah, make athletics checks. Okay, that's good.
Wow. I'm
Misfit,
not really good tonight.
all that hair is not working in your favor on this one. As you begin to pull against every fiber of hair, it doesn't feel good at all. Dustin, you're kind of in for the pain. You just kind of rip up. The dirt and glue kind of sticks to you, but you continue running after this individual.
Yes, I do. I would yell back to Ruby and say, "Help them out of that."
Ruby, still standing, just kind of
Yes,
looks at you, Misfit, kind of puts the large hand fingers around the waist, and just, oopsie, and rips the hair away.
Ow.
Sorry, but hey.
Yeah. But you are now free. However, with all of this commotion, those that were in the center room have kind of like noticed this sound at this point. Like, you hear Dirge, "What's going on out there?" And they kind of like open the door and kind of start walking out.
Oh, dyslexia. Why are you being a mean person?
Do I have to make athletics to try to grab this little guy?
You're still trying to catch up to him. He's not slow.
I'm
Okay,
not gonna
well,
guess no.
I'm waiting for that moment.
But you are closer than Misfit. So as you kind of are catching towards them, hold on 1 second.
You're gonna make me dex save again, huh?
Nope. Not exactly.
I know there's still that problem behind us, and I am just hoping I run faster than it. That is all I am gunning for.
Where the hell did it go? Oh no, it's right there. Let's see. Ooh. Dustin, I need you, my friend, to make a... Where'd it go? Wisdom saving throw, please. DC.
I either failed by one or barely passed. I don't know.
Let me confirm what's DC. I don't know why it's not showing. Interesting. We could force it and find out what it should be. Where'd it go? DC 13.
Oh,
You begin to feel strange, but thankfully nothing seems to impact you. You just feel this kind of dark wave kind of pass over you. But you continue. I need you to make a dex check to see if you are able to catch him before he breaks through the gate.
I can't. I don't think I can.
I have 70 feet of movement speed. Can I try to catch up?
Yeah, if you want to. So you get within range of him. What do you do?
He's a little guy, right?
Yeah.
No.
Can I just... Oh, this is a great idea for trying to save someone. I want to bite him and just try and hold him. But not too hard.
So you want to
Just
grapple
scoop.
him with your mouth?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
like an
grappling.
unarmed strike kind of deal.
And just scoop him up.
Roll an athletics check.
Athletics. 4 plus proficiency. I need to change my dice color.
I'll just roll a dice for this one. Yeah, he rolled a nat 12, so he's already ahead of you. As you go to grapple him, he just backhands you with his shield, the one that was glowing before. Just kind of like smacks you in the snout, and you're just like, "Ow!"
Oh, I know what I could try to do. If you would let me,
What do you want to try to do?
I would like to try to command.
What's the DC?
He needs to be within 60 feet of me. What saving throw is it? It's a wisdom saving throw. I forgot how to calculate DC for that.
I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, I have no bonuses to wisdom.
Your command is DC 14.
Okay, yeah, I want to command him to stop.
That is an 18, unfortunately.
Gosh dang it.
DC
The
command him to
little
stop.
guy.
No!
I try.
He's still
Oh,
slippery.
He makes it away from the front gate. Rounds the corner. So he's broken line of sight with you, but you're still close.
Am I able to keep up with him?
See, after he hits you in the snout, you run to the front. Full perception check with advantage to see if you can smell which way he went. Because you do not see him.
Buddy.
Wow. I cannot roll above a 10.
I can barely roll a 10 at this moment.
You do not smell him. Dustin catches up at this point too. Dustin, you kind of see Misfit sniffing at the ground. Roll a survival check, Dustin.
Cool.
You guys have no idea which way he went. However, let me see. I have to see what he dropped. Second one. You do see off to the west, there appears to be something that is sunken into the ground. Looks like some sort of container.
I'll go pick it up.
All right, you walk over to it. It kind of looks like this. That one has a picture, right? There you go. I'll share it so everyone can see what it looks like. You pick it up, and that's what it looks like.
That's pretty weird looking.
Sure is. I am not even going to try to make a check to understand what it is, but I am going to take it with me because if this guy was worth being chased by whatever that thing is, it might have. He didn't seem that strong. He seemed more tricky, so I would assume it was after stuff he had rather than him himself. So I'm going to keep this with me.
Okay. So you you hold the container because it won't fit in your bag. Go back over to your moorbounder. That it's missing about half of the hair from its. You look and it's just pure skin on its belly and half of its side.
I'm bald.
Bald is not a good look for you. That doesn't. You won't like have half your hair gone, will you? You just make noises at me, I assume.
I just look kind of shocked.
The moorbounder's in shock. Oh no!
All right, I'll like tap you on the neck and I'll hop on you and say, "Let's go back to the house."
I just walk kind of funny because I'm all sticky,
Yep.
like the GIF.
So you get,
I take us back to the house.
Did Ruby follow us?
Ruby's still standing at the front of the house. You
Ruby,
didn't tell Ruby. You could have told Ruby to chase him down, but you didn't.
I know I didn't.
Probably a good thing. Remember, Ruby does have scorching rays.
And she didn't have to make any rolls on any of her physical feats, which makes me very scared of her. So, yeah, I'd just go home and probably first I'd wander up to Penelope and tell her that she had two intruders in her house. One was a small gnomish man, and the other person was dead set on killing this man. And they looked like they were made of snakes. That is what I will tell Penelope.
As Penelope is a master illusionist, she can actually make a illusion for you and kind of change to look like what it should look like. Do you roll a history check with advantage? Because this is like recent information, just as you kind of describe it to her.
Unless you want me to like actually roleplay describe it, because I can do that too.
I will allow. It doesn't really need to at this point. Just because we're just catching them up. But basically, it's more or less, I'm going to let them see the picture too.
Yes. Okay. Good.
So you do describe it. She does kind of make the. She kind of looks at you, actually. So hold on. That changes things.
I know. That's why I did want to roll.
So as she kind of sits there, she's like, "Oh my," and she kind of like looks at the rest of you, like, and you end up with an image that kind of looks like this, like that.
No. Too many heads. It more humanoid. Like have like tribal warriors, more like that.
Oh, kind of sits for a second.
I don't think
It
snakes
it,
are
it,
supposed
it
to
was
have that
only
many
really
heads.
the arms, and it seemed like it transformed into those. Like
Huh.
like it felt like it could be a human, but at will could change into like these snake arms.
Snake arms. Let's see. And she kind of plays with it a little bit more until you get this image.
Yes, that's the right. Yes, just like that. That's who I saw chasing after this small gnomish man.
You might want to get like an exterminator if you've got gnomes in your walls. That can't be good for the house.
She makes an illusion of the gnome to the T without any description.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
I thought this
He,
day might come.
he ran off into the woods, but we
He dropped
couldn't
a
figure out
jar.
where.
Ruby?
hold on.
Rosie?
He really didn't want us to catch him.
Commence operation, return home. And you watch as Ruby turns into the spherical ball that Tanya travels around in and attaches to Ruby's legs. And you watch Ruby lift up almost like what was the superhero in DuckTales that Launchpad are turned into? Oh, God.
Oh,
But he had like the
Launchpad
one
the
wheel in the armor. It kind of looks like that, except Ruby's riding around on this very large ball and just takes off out the main gate after the direction it went. And she just kind of smirks with the most evil look you've seen her make since you've met her. It's like, Tanya knew this would happen. Good luck, Merkin. Huh.
all right.
Well, I think we should be okay. Very interesting. And you ate today, yes? Did you see this individual? And she looks at the moorbounder.
Gizmo Duck?
Gizmo Duck, yes. But she looks to you to see if you actually saw this creature.
I have turned back at this point. I saw Ruby tank out the wall.
Never
then I
mind. I'm
saw
gonna stop trying to spell.
I saw the little gnome, and I got all gooped up. He made me bald.
She just kind of pats you on the back. Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of it.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Serena because I think I just had my psychic awakening. So I'm gonna go ask her a couple questions.
Okay.
I would. Well, if I had to reckon a guess, I think it was after something he had rather than him himself. So hopefully, it won't. If it finds him first, he won't get killed. If he doesn't have the thing it wanted, or he'd be smart enough to give it up. Yeah, either way.
He'd be lucky if it killed him.
Is he bad?
I see why you read so many murder mysteries now. You just want to make one for yourself.
She just kind of smiles. There, many fates worse than death, my young friend.
I've lived through some. I know.
She just kind of like turns this little scowl. You don't know what real pain is. Like one eye gets bigger. And for the
Show
first
me.
time, you are terrified of Penelope.
Okay. Do you want me to make like a charisma save then?
No, we don't even need to bother with it.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
just the awkwardness that throws you off more than anything. And then
why
she
did you
walks
need
back inside.
saving again?
And then as she turns back around, she looks back to you and says, "Let me inside, dear. It's been a long day."
I'll follow her. Yeah, sure.
You just kind of hold her hand and walk her inside.
I run back upstairs.
They're downstairs. It's just off to the side.
Okay.
So you go over to where the room is.
Mm.
Okay, you barge in kind of like you did before. You're probably 2 minutes behind where you were collectively because you didn't spend a whole lot of time running after them. So you kind of make it in and you're hearing the last parts of this conversation like you kind of did previously. It's like watching it all over again. What do you do?
I just walk in. I don't say anything, and I find a seat next to Khan, and I wait.
All right, so Sarita and Lou, you watch as for the first time ever, Misfit walks into a room and make no sounds and just kind of sits over by Khan.
Is everything okay?
Serena
Misfit?
just kind of watches as he like quietly walks in, quietly walks over, and just takes a seat.
Mhm.
I think after he sits down, Lou's gonna, is everything okay?
I'm not a druid anymore.
What?
I'm a wizard now. I have mind powers.
I look at Serena.
I'll tell you how composed she is in a moment. She's smiling, lets out a chuckle, but beyond that, she's maintaining composure.
The two of you were talking about his sister and why he doesn't want to go to Dreamland. And Khan's about to wake up.
It's good.
I'm looking at Serena
He's
even
sitting on the
more.
opposite side of the door.
Uh-huh.
Let me mute it up. Misfit, were you sitting on the other side of the door?
No,
Misfit?
I had to fight a gnome.
Your thoughts immediately go to Penelope before he mentions anymore.
Yep. You didn't fight Penelope, did you?
No, I fought the gnome in Penelope's
I don't think
walls.
that's mutual fun. Misfit, are you feeling alright?
He
Serena
made me
will
bald.
walk over and put a hand on his forehead.
Feels fine.
You don't look bald. You don't feel warm.
I just squint real hard. Can you hear me right now, Serena? I'm talking to you through our minds.
Oh, you're talking out loud, Misfit.
You're talking to me, but not through your minds.
No, it's through our minds.
Misfit, are you sure you're feeling alright?
100%.
We'll just mention there is a doctor in the other room if you guys are very concerned.
She'll raise his chin, inspect him, see if change of coloration, distortion of the eyes, etc.
I mean, other than he
No.
looks like he's had an epiphany of some sort, and he's very dead serious. He seems very honest about what he's feeling right now. But Khan is also not awake.
So what's brought this epiphany upon you? Why do you feel as though you have psychic powers?
I went back in time, and me and Dustin chased down a gnome. But he was real slippery, and he got away. But he left a vase behind.
A vase.
And so we gave the vase to Penelope.
Nope.
No,
not yet.
I think I still have that vase.
And-
Don't I? I
And
showed it to her.
Dustin has the vase still. You can go
Back in
ask him.
time.
And now Khan's gonna wake up.
The minute,
One more
the
question.
second she says Khan will wake up, you just hear coughing behind you. And he kind of like slowly begins to sit up.
Immediately turns around.
I'll look back at Khan.
Tell me, did you have any dreams?
And roll a persuasion check. Because you were not here to have the conversation this time about Lou being his son. He just kind of looks over at you.
You can be
Good
more
to see
specific.
you too, Misfit.
Khan,
You can
I
be
know
more
your secret. You can't hide it from us anymore.
You really say that?
I know that you're Lou's dad.
Roll an intimidation check.
Uh,
He just kind of he looks at you for a good long while. And he's just like he kind of like puts his head or his hand on his head. He's just like, oh, I have missed you though. It's like, be a dear, go fetch Bob, please.
I
Say
can, I
yes.
can do that.
Just say
I can
yes
do
and
that.
grab me.
I leave.
Yes.
I run out the door.
You see, take out the door.
I go get Dustin.
You okay? So as you're kind of sitting there helping Penelope, and you watch as Misfit runs up to you, grabs your arm, and starts dragging you towards the room.
I will allow it.
About that, Khan?
Yes.
What exactly happened? I'm looking at Serena.
It seems Bob has
Is he dead?
I'm unsure. He did something, and then there was this. Was it purple smoke or was it yellow?
during our travels we encountered another individual, kind of a knightly holy warrior-esque fellow.
Busting through the door right now,
Bob?
Misfit and Dustin.
I brought Bob.
Ooh, do I say it?
He just
Do I
kind
say
of-
it? Misfit, do I say it?
I say it.
Who's Bob?
I look at you. I grab both sides of your helmet and I bang our heads together.
Okay.
It hurts.
And I point. You are Bob. You were half Bob.
What?
Yeah.
He looks
You've
really
been saying
merged
this for like
with
a
him.
week. I still don't understand.
I don't get it either, but I saw it happen.
All right, everyone.
I'm
Let's let Serena. Let's
confused.
explain.
Please do.
I imagine I'm just shirtless. I still have the helmet on.
Well, don't know everything myself, but as far as I can tell, Bob and she'll gesture to Dustin, and Dustin here have become one.
Oh yeah, I would have a
I
visible
don't know how,
tipsy
You
fox.
do
and I don't know
have a
why.
tattoo. He asked you to approach closer, Dustin.
I'll take one step forward.
He kind of like just investigates your tattoo. Well, that's Bob's tattoo, all right. Wait, how did this happen?
Was it his heart stopped, right?
I
Or
had
was
a
it
seizure.
stopped breathing?
It was the seizure. Yeah.
He was having a seizure, and Bob
Yeah.
stood over him.
Yeah, he was having a seizure, and Bob stood over him, and there was this purple smoke. Bob was gone, and Dustin was better.
Huh. Well, that's different.
Fatter too, apparently.
Uh,
I look at your stomach, Dustin, for any changes.
He left a note behind as well.
Oh, that
That's
wasn't a note to us. It was,
you still have that, Lou, so you can give it to him if you want.
yeah, I'll pull it out. This is the note that he was given. I'm assuming.
he kind of pulls it out and looks at it for a second. I see. And then he flips it over. And then he just kind of investigates the design on the back of it.
Right?
What is this?
I think something Bob designed for another compatriot we ran into. Very frail.
He looks over. Where are they?
Oh, let me go get him. Hold on.
Misfit,
Try that
be
again.
gentle.
Marius, he watches Misfit runs over towards you.
Mm.
All right, buddy, up and at him.
Yes,
Gotta meet the boss.
I know you don't like him.
I didn't say anything.
I heard you.
I have an outsider source that theirs
No.
has fallen asleep.
Close.
Oh,
Starting to doze though.
That they drag you into the room as the unconscious individual they had brought in previously is now awake. He kind of looks at you. I don't know that one.
we found him in the woods.
Misfit, what did we tell you about bringing things out of the woods?
Nothing.
Although, it is better than the squirrel you brought back that one time.
The name's Marius.
And he goes, and he kind of like lifts up his arm to kind of greet you, and he just,
Careful.
the pleasure. And he just kind of nods and bows a little bit.
Oh right, yeah,
The wound
that's still
needs to
pretty
heal.
bad.
What was that?
So careful, careful. The wound still needs to heal.
I'll be fine. And he
What
looks
did you
about.
What did you get stabbed by?
Honestly, can't remember. Are
Really?
we in Flooring?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We found you here.
Why are we in Lady Penelope's manor?
Because we brought her
Oh.
home?
At this point, you just hear Lady Penelope.
Yes, good news. We're
I see
successful in our
you're
mission.
just as reckless as you were when you were younger. And she kind of just nods to him. Been a long time. And just kind of. It's good to see you, though. They seem to know each other.
So you know each other?
Oh, yes. We're old acquaintances. We used to run in similar circles.
And we brought her home. We finished the job. We did it.
Yes. Yeah. You've been informed, yes, about headquarters?
Yes.
Good. I was a little worried. We tried to send word to Dorian, but we were unable to make contact. We were beginning to get concerned.
He got
It's like,
he
where
got
is Dorian, by the way?
he got stolen by a rabbit.
Oh,
He was pulled into his. Wait, is his salt shaker well known?
That tiny,
he's aware of it.
that tiny little
Yeah,
penguin
he
guy.
was pulled into the salt shaker and was stuck there for several days, which
Oh, we got cursed.
No, he's still stuck in there. Last I knew, I've only seen him in that form, really.
He's just kind of like rubbing his temples at this point now, and he just kind of like looks over at Misfit. What now?
I pointed Serena's forehead.
He kind of like looks at it, and you watch his eyes kind of glow like a golden color. What the literal fuck?
I'll explain later.
You were gone a couple of weeks.
That cursed part might be mostly my fault.
no, it was.
Now. There's no need to assign blame. But yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah,
And you got this how? He like tries to rub it off your forehead.
Careful. Careful.
Remember during the prank war when we made a deal with the hag?
Wait, what?
Misfit.
Did nobody tell him about that?
Okay,
maybe
we're stopping here for a second. I need a glass of wine if we're doing this. Hold on.
Ma-
I'll be right back.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that.
You already
Oopsies.
said it, dude. No
Oopsies.
rollbacks. Oh boy.
Misfit has no filter. It's been too long. He doesn't know what not to say.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you.
Oh, my cat.
Man, if you roll 20 on your pocket of possibility at this moment, everything is gonna explode.
Even your cat is like, nope, I'm out of here.
Close. What, wait, what do you pull out a toe?
No, I just wanted to see what it would be. It's not the toe, is it?
I can't remember if the toe was like in the middle or not.
It was near the top, I think.
I'll be right back as well.
That's weird. 17 does not exist on my list. Huh.
Dun dun dun.
You've reached into the void.
Oh yeah, no. So 17 is Misfit's Pockets of Possibilities, in which you just pull up part of the pocket.
Oh. I should probably put that back. Hold on.
Ugh. I still have this unknown jar that I could uncork at any time I wanted.
You should show that. Did you show that to Penelope?
Yeah, she didn't tell me anything about it though.
What did
So
she
I was
say about it?
nothing.
You should
I think we
probably
just kind of glossed
ask
over that
her.
part. We were
Yeah,
more
you should
focused
ask
on
her
the
about that.
monster.
That's a
I
big
was gonna
jar.
ask
Okay.
Marius about it because his Arcana is really
He
high.
would like that jar. I think he would. It's just suspicious enough for him.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do with it more so.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
So, Khan looks at you. So, let me get this straight. You made a deal with a hag and now you're cursed?
Well, no, that was the first hag, and then we got to the Honeywood, and I went to check in on Tallulah, and we stayed the night, and there was another hag there, and we got cursed by that hag, but it was a different hag.
No, you would not, Dustin.
Great.
However, he kind of looks at you, Misfit. And then he kind of looks over at Penelope. He goes, you know, it's a lot to handle right now. Let me have a word with Miss Penelope and maybe we can discuss over breakfast.
Right.
All right.
If I may, I'm up towards his wound,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna use the rest of my lay on hands points on it just for flavor.
Yeah, so you go over and you kind of glow. Roll of medicine or investigation check also.
I like medicine way more. Eh.
Buddy.
So interesting enough, go to heal it. And just out of purely over healing him, he seems to have regenerated most of the damage he had sustained.
Well, you're looking a lot better than when we found you on those docks when we were
There's
getting
still
stabbed
kind of
by
like a
puppets.
little bit of a mark from where it was,
Mhm.
but the physical components of it and even like a good amount of the scarring and the openings are mostly gone. It
Mhm.
seems that he does have some sort of ability to regenerate health.
Nice. Well, you're recovering way better
All
from
right,
that.
everyone.
Glad that the puppets didn't get you.
Let's give him some breathing
And
room.
I'll just like rub my neck and walk out of the room.
Kind of just smiles and as you guys leave, he has a conversation with Penelope.
I'm not eavesdropping. No way.
You want to
Nope.
drop any eaves? Anyone?
Oh, as we're leaving, can I just say,
Uh-huh.
Con, you have to promise to take me flying later.
Misfit, go stand
Misfit.
down.
Misfit, stay behind one moment.
Shit.
No, thanks.
Misfit, listen to the boss.
I'm going to physically stop you and say, this man is the man who leads you all. He deserves respect. You listen to him.
Oh, Lou was already stopping Misfit too.
You will wait,
What
and you will hear what he has to say.
did I say something bad?
And he
I
pats
don't
down
think
on the
so.
bed next to him.
Oh,
Go.
Lou,
Meet
Luke,
with
save
us
me.
later.
Lou.
When you're done with this, you can tell me what the heck honey is. Okay?
Okay.
So just get through it. And I'm leaving.
Okay.
All right. So as you all leave the room, but Misfit.
Hmm.
Misfit. Is anyone listening in on this?
I
Other
am not.
than
No way.
Nathaniel is already outside the door. Like you open the door, Nathaniel and Dirge are both there. Like, oh, this is a good door. Solid construction.
Serena will be on guard duty outside of the door,
Yeah. Lou's
and she's
standing
going to
outside
shoo
the door
those two
too.
away.
Oh no.
Come on, you two.
They just kind of go.
Dirge,
back
what's
and forth.
chewing?
Chewing? Oh, let me tell you. And he begins to go in depth about the process of chewing.
Great. And I am
Mis-
dragging Nathaniel by his ear.
Misfit. As
I
you
am
sit down next to Khan.
not making eye contact.
What do you mean by that, Misfit?
Just later we should.
Go flying.
Yeah. I can turn into a bird now.
You can? Can I see?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you still have Bruce.
Yeah,
You do.
I've got Bruce still. Hey, Bruce, can we? Oh, this room's kind of small. We could do it anyway. Bruce, do you want to?
As
Set her up?
you reach out to Bruce, you watch as you turn into the giant blue owl.
I can't believe you did this.
Impressive! Well done, lad.
I just kind of preen.
He kind of like ruffles your feathers a little bit. He's like, I knew you had it in you. I'm very pleased with your progress.
Oh, you should meet my uncle. He's here too. Squawk, 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 squawk.
And he kind of looks at you. Yes, I've already met your Uncle Misfit. I'm well aware.
You have?
Yes. Long story.
You never told me you met my uncle.
I kind of tried to sink his ship. It was kind of a misunderstanding.
That was you?
Technically, they sunk our ship.
Khan. That's my
And he
uncle.
doesn't say anything else either.
Wait. Player talking. So Dirge was wounded from a dragon attack?
No.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Serena will be aware of this fact, and only Serena. In the first campaign I ran, the firing squad pursued the people that killed the guildmaster of Tipsy Fox. There was more to it than that, but the guild is not aware of that. The people that killed the guildmaster was the last party that was traveling with the pirates Dirge is a member of.
Oh, okay. So he was a casualty.
There's some information that has come to light on their side because their guildmaster was not murdered; he was possessed, more or less. And they kind of realized this later after the fact, but they did have an encounter. Technically, Dirge won. There were some hatchet lad ships involved too, and those did not last very well. The firing squad got their anger out though.
Cool.
But they'd known each other before that too.
Nice.
So he buys your deception since you turn into the blue owl.
You weasel. You scat of
He
the
kind
moon.
of tousles your hair. It's like, keep up the good work, kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go get some sleep. And he kind of just motions you out the door. And you watch as the blue owl flies out.
Just gonna remember, Misfit, now you have to live with the fact that you lied to your guildmaster.
I run back through the door. I mean, it's okay that you're a dragon, but I think it's really cool.
Why'd you do that to me? Why'd you do that to yourself?
I didn't say that in character.
I don't want to lie to you because you're the boss, but
no, dude.
Lou is now leaving.
Well,
Are you still an owl
you
when you shut
cooted
that out?
an owl,
Or
yes.
so-
Okay, so no, wait, no. I'm gonna insight real quick.
Who?
Blue was standing guard, and he's debating whether or not he should leave.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that insight check or wisdom check, either one. More or
I'm
less the
gonna
same.
drop the Bruce form.
It's probably a good time to get some sleep.
Yep.
Deeper.
Lou's, as soon as Misfit goes back in the door, Lou's standing up straight and walking down.
Right, so you revert out of the owl form for the first time ever on your own will.
Your blood is very spicy and very easy to identify, so I'm Honestly surprised I didn't put it together sooner, but
Misfit, I'm not a
You-
dragon.
Rena's going to close the door.
I don't believe you.
Have a seat, young lad.
Okay. I have a seat.
Have you ever met a dragon before?
Is this gonna be like the talk?
No. We already had that talk.
Okay.
But have you met a dragon before?
I've
have.
met you.
I'm not a dragon.
Are you sure?
Very positive.
I'm
So, I have something I'm going to tell you that I've never told anyone before.
skeptical. Are you sure? Because I'm really bad at keeping secrets.
I know. It's not really a secret, but unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, I am not a dragon. However, dragons were an inspiration for what you've confused as me being a dragon. You see, dragons from time to time prefer to spend their time in human form. And this always intrigued me and my friends. And after many years of study and some good friendships, we'll say, I was able to reverse the process in a similar fashion. So while I can turn into a dragon, I am not actually a dragon, you see.
So, what you're saying is, you're not Lou's dad?
I never said I'm not Lou's dad. I mean, I did get around in my younger years. It's entirely possible. But, and
Okay.
he pulls out a red gem, like a very beautiful ruby, and it emanates heat. Like you can kind of feel the heat coming from it. Someone very special to me gave this to me long ago. It's like, this
Is it-
represents my friends.
Are they in there?
Not physically. It's more of a quasi. Oh god, how would I describe this? It's complicated. But the spirit of my friends makes me strong through this stone. This is how I reach out to them. And it's with their strength that I'm able to accomplish such feats. It's like, unfortunately, I'm nowhere near as strong as a real dragon, you see. But in a world of no dragons, a dragon with no competition is not a really bad thing.
I mean, I still think you're a dragon. If you can turn into one, I mean, what more does it take?
Less selfishness than even I would possess. Not saying I'm a selfish individual, but all the dragons I've met before me, very, for the people, down to the letter, serve the purpose. Save for a few. That's a story for a different day, though. In my younger years, I tell you. Whew.
I still think you should take me flying. You look really cool as a dragon.
Tell you what. Once we all get resettled, and I finish my business, once I make it back to guild headquarters on the mainland, I will gladly take you out on a flight.
Okay.
However, when you meet the head of our order, please don't embarrass our branch. This is his boss.
I will do my best to be a respectable young gentleman. Mm-hmm.
You guys can feel his concern from outside the door.
I've left already.
Like, do me a favor on your way out. Before you all turn in for the night, go ahead and send Bob back in real quick.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what
Best thing-
Dirge is putting in my mouth now.
Don't get stabbed anymore. I'll go get him.
As you get escorted into the room, he just kind of looks at you for a minute. He's like, so, you merged with Bob, did you?
That's what they tell me. No one's really gone into detail.
Do me a favor real quick. And he looks over to a vanity. Look in that mirror for me if you don't mind.
All right. Should I? And I'll gesture to my helmet.
Yeah, you could remove it. You're safe here.
All right. I'll take the helmet off, sure.
You take the helmet off, you go stand in front of the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
As you look in the mirror, it is not you who's in the mirror. It is that individual you saw before in the other mirror.
Nice. I knew it'd be something like that.
No one can see it but you.
I am going to attack the mirror with an unarmed strike.
Really?
Out
Roll
of
an
react.
athletics check.
Okay. It spooked me, dude. Fight or flight? I chose fight.
So you kind of punch the mirror. He's like, wait, no! As the mirror cracks, you hear a different voice in your head.
Okay.
Sounds similar tone. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. And this one? And he just looks at you. Are you okay, son?
Am I in a do I feel like I'm in a different place?
No, but now you got two voices in your head.
And the last thing I heard was no way. Gosh. We're on the second story, right?
No, first story.
There's a window.
Hmm?
I am going to be really freaked out by this. I am making a dash for the window.
Okay. So you dash, you jump out.
Looks like it.
So you watch as he jumps. You hear guys glass breaking. You jump through the window. Roll acrobatics check for me.
Oh man, not again.
Yeah, hearing the sounds of the mirror crack, Serena will kind of turn to look at the door, and then hearing the window shatter, she's gonna
You take-
open the door.
1 point of slashing damage from the broken glass,
Uh-huh.
and 6 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
I'm just gonna lie there. I'm not gonna get up.
And you are
What's
currently
going
laying on the
on?
ground outside the window with pieces of glass sticking into your torso.
Yep. I will I will play it as if I am unconscious at this point, even though I am not.
I think we're okay. I think he's just had a long day.
No, he's always
Serena
like
will
that.
close the door behind her and wander over to the window.
You just look at
Look
Dustin's
out.
laid outside with like pieces of glass stuck in him, and he's looks like he's unconscious.
Dustin?
No helmet either. That's weird.
No helmet either.
She looks over at Khan, confused expression.
He looks over. He grabs like a goblet off the side of the thing near him. He chucks it at you. That is a
At Dustin or at her?
natural 1. As he goes to chuck the cup at Dustin, he hits Serena in the back of the head. Sorry.
No.
Oh,
I'm just picturing
it hurts. And he goes unconscious on the bed.
I'm just picturing me and Teasley were peeking through the door crack and we just slowly close it.
I make such
Just
good
gives him a
messes, don't
glare.
I?
Oh, Lou is laughing.
This guy had a really bad 10 minutes. He didn't even get to talk to
He
No.
misses the door.
It's not funny. Oh,
a little funny.
He didn't even get to talk to Penelope because we kept interrupting him.
Oh no, he still talks to Penelope. They stay up past when you guys go.
Okay.
So we'll say, for the sake of argument, after everything settles down, you guys relax in for a night of rest, which you don't need to make a watch for. There's plenty of things to keep you safe here. About 4 a.m., though, you do hear Ruby roll back into the compound. Whether she was successful or not remains to be seen. But you all do complete your long rest.
Great.
Serena will still remain on watch outside the door, though she'll also send Misfit to retrieve the unconscious Dustin.
All right, let me do
Lou
this.
also apologizes for laughing.
Oh, hold on one sec. My phone's ringing. 1 sec.
Yeah, while laughing still.
Misfit, you carry me into my room.
Mhm.
This is just a fun little gag. You see a bunch of like paper thrown about everywhere. Do you want to pick any of them up?
I mean, yeah,
Okay, can you roll a d10?
this is a little odd. Yeah, sure. What do you want me to roll?
A d10, just because it will be really funny. Depending on what you get. On the paper you pick up, it just says, "Why penguin? How hard is that to do?"
I put the paper back on the floor, like I never touched it. Tuck you into bed. Pick the glass out of your skin.
Thanks. If you roll a natural one, you push it in deeper.
I would never. I am a professional healer. It is my job. That's an 11.
You just don't close the wounds. You just pull it all out of me or something.
Serena's just giving Lou a glare.
I probably made a really huge mistake, didn't I?
You're just putting it off. There will be more mirrors. You can't break every one.
And I got chastised for it. Like, I saw a strange face in a mirror. I think I would have done that even if it was my normal reflection. It's been so long.
Alright, what's happening now?
Ugh.
Oh, no, I was just marking that down because she was on guard duty. No, she just kind of glares at Lou, and when he asks what, she kind of just crosses her arms and turns with a huff.
With a huff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to do spell prep if you need to.
Serena and Lou are both spontaneous casters that don't prepare spells.
Yeah,
I have to prepare spells.
that was more for Misfit.
How does Misfit prepare spells? What does he do for that?
He licks different kinds of tree bark.
I've just got
Sorry.
Like a pocket. Got a pocket full of random things that I have to lick, and each one
I
is
totally
associated
just
with a different
realized
spell.
that I was muted.
Oh,
Yes.
I've been
Yeah.
talking for 5 minutes.
and we've just
I
been
was
talking
like,
over
wait
you.
a minute. I was like, oh, they're really into this. Like, oh, I'll let them finish. I'll let them finish. And then I
Oh,
like, for the
so
third time, I said something like, oh shit, I muted myself, didn't
So did you see the paper joke at least?
I? I didn't.
I just
No.
have a list of My room is filled with scribbled papers, and I had Misfit roll a d10 to see what the note said, and it just said, "Why penguin? How hard is that to do?"
See, I knew this had to be the case because when I said things, people were not nearly stressed out enough. So,
Yes.
Lou,
Yes.
in whatever room you were staying in,
Uh-oh.
a knock on your door early morning about 6 a.m.
Okay.
It is one of the servants inviting you out to breakfast on the patio outside with Con and Penelope.
Okay. Oh, great. Now I'm worried. There you get the word.
Yes. Them and you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
What do you do?
I mean, Con isn't. I'm going, regardless of how.
All right. As you approach, there is another individual at the table as well. It is another gnome.
Yes.
You see an older gnome gentleman sitting next to Penelope. You swear that there appears to be like a shackle secured to his hand. You're not sure though. And you see Khan at the table as well. Good. Ah, Lou. And he motions you over.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. That was brunch, breakfast.
Yeah, sit, enjoy. There's like it's like a decent continental breakfast. Some coffee, tea, pastries, fruit, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a light breakfast. They kind of begin discussing with you. Apparently, they did have some discussions throughout the night and have accepted a contract on behalf of Lady Penelope.
Oh.
Khan looks at you. Yes. How much have you looked? And he holds out the notebook that you guys had that was recovered previously with all of the names in it.
Somewhat. It's been a while since I've looked at it again.
It's, Penelope kind of filled me in. And something about this seems vaguely familiar and strange to me. I have a few things I'm going to need to check into. Goes, but I'm going to need you guys to maybe stay a little while longer.
Oh.
Because
How much longer?
don't know if you're aware of this, but the rest of the guild is actually here in town.
Everyone?
Yes, we had a few people that departed earlier from Stillman in the north, but yes, everyone has been seeking refuge at Vash's father's establishment. You would actually be aware of this. You haven't been here a lot, but Vash, who is a member of one of the other teams, he's with Rathius and Ivan, so Ice Wizard and another weird guy. You're not sure what his powers are. His dad owns a bar and a couple of ships. So they do basically, when you guys are in town, you guys are always welcome there and they take really good care of you. So basically, they've kind of been here waiting for a ship. He explains to you they do have a ship that is taking most of the guild east, but he does not feel that it would be a safe choice to include you guys on that ship due to your curse.
Yeah.
Because I just cannot risk it. Because, but since you'll need to find another way over, perhaps you can help me with this new task. Roll a D100. Whoever, actually, you're gonna roll it, Lou.
All right.
AFK taking puppy up.
Okay.
23.
Ooh, 23.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hold on, other book.
Oh no. Either that's really good or really, really.
Nope, other book.
Oh,
What's
That
the
was the
color?
summer campaign, but they're all black.
Oh, great.
One is the summer campaign that we had Pepper and all those people in. All right, so that is the second name on the list. Actually, second or third? Hold on.
Oh, that's a smart way to do a D100. Yeah.
I got 10 names, and I got.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
oh no.
Dude, second name on the list is. Oh wait, no, hold on. The order goes differently. I traded them.
You sure?
Yeah, I numbered them.
Okay.
This is an old book too, because the number I wrote them down in, the second one is Talia the Fae Maiden, and we already know what happened. So, remember Misfit, the bird?
Yeah.
Remember your
Mhm.
dream
Yeah?
about Misfit the bird?
No.
Let's just say
Yes.
you don't need to recover that one anymore.
Good for her.
No.
Unless she died.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I assumed as much.
So he
Well-
kind of looks to you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this, and he goes through the 10 names again with you. The Brawler, the Trickster, Coven Mother. From your book, you have a name for the Fae Maiden, so Talia the Fae Maiden. The Burning Lady, the White Cat, the Beast, which on your list was crossed out.
I believe it was not crossed out, wasn't it?
That was.
Crossed out. Number 8 in your book is named. It's Davos the Ironblood, which is also crossed out. Number 9, the Traveler. And number 10, the Lucky Duck. He goes, I actually have encountered a few of these, I think. Yes, but I could use some help looking into it. Penelope thinks there's more to this. Have you ever been to Draymond before?
Oh God, no. Huh. I was terrified you would say that. But go on.
Goes, there's a few leads potentially to follow up on, as well as you could get a ship off the continent back to the mainland. I'm going to be heading towards Bayside myself, but your team is not strong enough to go back there. In fact, I'm going to forbid you from going back there.
Mhm. Fair. That's fair.
Goes, which brings me to my next point of business. Because unfortunately, with the losses of Bob and Dorian, your team is a little bit short-handed.
Mhm.
Thankfully, whatever is left of Bob has decided to cling on to this individual. So I will be assigning him to fill Bob's position for your team. He doesn't really have much of a say in the matter, but I think he will be agreeable. However, that does leave one position to fill that I cannot really deal with.
I'm back.
Which position?
So,
Well-
as such, I am promoting you to captain of the team. You've
All right.
been with us the longest, and I think Bob would have trusted this to you. You know the team's strengths. However, we do have the loss of Dorian. I'm not sure if your friend is really interested in joining the guild, but he does seem like a good individual. Perhaps in time he might be interested, but in lieu of, he's welcome to stay with your team and be with us. I see no issues there if you don't disagree.
I do not.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I guess all that's left then is congratulations, Captain.
Mhm.
And he goes, so, and he looks at you. Is Draymond going to be a problem? I do have other locations I could send you in lieu of.
No, it will not be a problem. It's only
Very
going to
well.
be my problem.
Yes, I have a few things for you to follow up on then. I've actually met this white cat. And from what my sources tell me, while the white cat is no longer alive, the essence of this individual has been secured. Unfortunately, based on the list you have here, and he points to the beast. It was brought to my attention as well that this one has also been lost. And I will give you a warning. Other individuals seeking these individuals are very dangerous and deadly. And if they've gathered these powers, they will gladly use them against you to prevent you from getting any more.
I see.
It's like, I have heard word of power of the beast already being used against us. Should you see an individual that appears to be humanoid yet beast-like, I advise you to run. From what I've been told, whatever methods you use to hurt these creatures, they grow stronger too and build immunities too. The more you fight them, the stronger they get. Burn them, and eventually they will be unburnable. I'm looking more into this, but best to run for now.
Mhm. Understood.
Because while you're in Draymond, I need you to look into a few things for me.
Lou
This
winces
cat
every time he says Draymond.
was apparently known as Tari. Tari was the leader of a gang of urchins in Draymond. They may be able to assist you, and apparently this cat also stole a large sum of gold. About 300,000 gold to be precise. If you're able to recover any of it, it could certainly go a long way towards helping the guild, reimbursing those who had been wronged by said individual. Honestly, we're just going to potentially keep it and fund the guild. But, we'll see how things look.
All right.
While you are there also, I have heard word of an individual setting fires. I don't have a lot to go on, but if you had a burning lady, sounds as good of enough of a lead to me.
Mhm.
Believe me, I've met a couple of burning ladies in my time. All the telltale marks of a burning lady, if you ask me.
All right.
And with that, he kind of looks around. Once you complete that, whether or not you could find anything, don't stay more than 3 days
And Draymond.
on the continent or on the
Gotcha.
island. You have 3 days. After 3 days, leave. He looks at I am worried about Serena.
Hmm.
Serena is not strong enough to fight the curse that is upon her. You have to make it to the other side, to the main continent, before your journey. If you get attacked at sea, I fear that one of you may die.
Understood.
With that, he just kind of smiles. You finish your breakfast. Have a chocolate croissant, some tea, some coffee, whatever it is you like. Some like pates and other things too. The gnome, though, the gentleman, kind of looks at you with pain in his eyes. How?
Um,
Before you even get a chance to say anything, Penelope just smacks him in the head. You talk too much.
This poor man.
He likes it.
Are you sure?
And as you do, you feel something rolled to you under the table.
I'll look down.
It is a metal orb. Not scout, but it is a metal orb.
How big is it?
Like palm sized.
Can I pick it up?
How carefully do you pick it up?
Very gently.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Dexterity check, huh? There's a 20. It's one under my D100 roll.
All right. As you pick it up, it is a metal orb with engravings into it. And he just kind of looks at you. Tell your dog friend I'm sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
He says, tell your dog friend I'm sorry.
Oh.
Apparently he's giving you a ball for the dog.
He'll enjoy it.
Indeed. And tell your other friend, the one with, and he kind of like motioned like armor with no chest armor.
Mhm.
No hard feelings.
Okay.
And you depart the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, Lou, there you are. We should probably tell Khan about the Divine Gate pieces, right?
No. No. No.
What do you mean, no?
No. That's too much excitement for 2 days.
If you're
He
sure.
he needs to heal up. Also, here, the gnome that you guys were chasing says he apologizes, and Lou will hand Misfit the ball.
I don't take it, I just look
No.
at it,
I think I was
and then I
gonna.
look up at Lou.
Yes.
he would see you throw it.
I throw it.
I chase it.
As you grab it, I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Oh,
Oh, you put a ball in your mouth.
Now, what I didn't tell you,
Now there's 2 balls in your mouth.
what?
18 seconds
What?
later, there's 4 balls in your mouth.
I
Mhm.
spit them out.
8 balls.
The hell?
16 balls.
I don't. What?
As
Can
you don't
Lou
touch
try
it, eventually 8 balls, 4 balls, 2 balls, 1 ball again.
What?
Yep.
What?
Anyone got detect magic or identify?
Nope. I'm a sorcerer. I can cut that. I don't have.
No, I don't think that's magic. I think that's just a weird ball.
The doctor
That's-
did leave.
That's
If-
Unfortunately, I prepped detect poison.
I don't know if Marius. Do you ever identify?
Oh, what are you talking
Marius?
about?
No, he doesn't have identifier.
I'm just a
He's
scholar.
just a
Officer.
scholar.
Oh,
Show the book nerd, see if he knows what it is.
And no, I do not have such.
So Lou.
Yes.
Oh no. You are. It's at your leisure, sir.
if you let
hey-
me re-prep, I can have detect magic, but that feels
Hey,
like
Misfit, can you
sneaky.
get everyone?
yeah.
Illyria has detect magic at will. Oh wait. Heartbreak.
When Khan left,
I miss her. I'm gonna send
left
Gronkum
his
a
room,
message. Gronkum, if you're watching this,
did he
reach out
say
to me.
anything?
I have a bunch of old clips saved that I like from the campaign, and I watched a really old one, and hearing Gronkum's voice again just made me happy.
And what are you doing, Serena?
I said, when Khan departs from his room, did he mention anything to Serena, or?
No.
Oh, sorry. I was sending Gronkum a message. What did you say?
I said, when Khan departed from his room for breakfast, did he mention anything to Serena, or?
Nope. He just Penelope would have come in. They just would have went out for breakfast. He could just would have been nice and friendly with you guys.
Okay.
So, Missy, you gather up the party.
Yes.
All right. Party assembled.
I will inform them of plans going ahead.
Go ahead. Tell them what they got to do.
Yeah, what do you say?
Where are we going, boss?
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to Draymond.
We're going to Draymond.
Nathaniel's
You're
like,
going to Draymond.
what? Why are we going to Draymond? I thought we were taking a boat.
Oh, you can take a boat if you would like.
No, 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 no. I am a team player. I must tell this story.
What was your name again?
I'm Nathaniel Merriweather.
Oh,
Of
Daniel.
the
That's right.
Florin Merriweathers.
Why are we going to Draymond?
Khan wants us to look into these. Blue will bring out the list.
Missing gold in the so basically, from what he tells you, he accepted a contract on behalf of Penelope regarding these individuals in the list of the book you found. Apparently, there is some lost funds that maybe would be beneficial to recover if you can locate them there. Perhaps summing in the total of about 300,000 gold. In addition to that, there is a lead on a fire starter that may be a potential lead towards the one known as the Burning Lady.
Hmm.
We have to do that.
And
3
how long
days.
until we get there?
3 days, and then we have to leave the island.
So interesting thing. He only said you should be off the island within 3 days. He didn't say how you'd get there. If we look at the map, it gets interesting. As you look, Florin is probably at least a 3-day trek through muddy swamps to get to Draymond.
Wait, we have to leave the island in 3 days?
Have to be off the island in 3 days.
How are we supposed to investigate recover coins, do another investigation
Isn't it obvious?
in less than a day.
And you hear Khan speak up from
Oh,
like
okay.
walking around the outside of the building.
Wait, are you gonna?
And he just smiles, Misfit. You did ask. And you watch as Khan holds this ruby and turns into a huge dragon of white, yellow, red, and orange coloration. Mostly
Like a
white.
koi fish?
A little bit, but mostly white.
That's cool.
Wait, would I have seen one of this happen before? Because it seems
Nope,
kind of
but
rare.
you recognize the dragon. It's the dragon that
Yeah,
flew over you
yeah.
previously.
They can do that.
I am an elf. Fools.
But you don't look like one.
I'm going to rub my head and just go like, magic.
Yep, magic.
And he lowers one wing to invite you up on his back.
I'm the first one on.
Big
Marius,
now?
as you go to leave, you hear a small voice behind you. Excuse me, sir?
Turn around slowly. Yes.
Sir? You see an elderly little gnome man hobbling with some sort of ankle bracelet attached to him. Excuse me. And he holds up, are you Marius?
Yes. Who inquires?
Do you know a Bob?
Yes and no.
I was given this and told to work on it. Quite rudimentary if you ask me, but I was able to complete the design as instructed for you. And Ruby! And you watch as he brings out an item.
And what kind of item?
It is a combat wheelchair.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know if you are interested, but this Bob thought that you might appreciate this.
I'll hobble over there to check it out.
It looks pretty fucking spiffy. I mean, don't feel like you necessarily have to be fully dependent upon it, but for travel, you gather this would equate you to the speed of your party and potentially even give you the ability to dash again, among a few other things.
Oh, that's very thoughtful. So I could see. I've used one a few times. They're not good in non-flat terrain, but
He hits a button on the front. And you just watch a flamethrower shoot out the front of it.
I have not.
How about
I still
now?
don't think it will be good on difficult terrain, but that is handy.
Well, it is only 40 pounds, so you could have and he points over at Serena. You could have her carry it. She looks
Right.
very meaty.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank Bob. Morgan, pleasure to meet
Marius.
you. Shakes your hand. Oh, that's a good name. Starts with an M, just like mine. You should all be so fortunate to travel with someone like him.
Is it Dustin that's got Bob in him, correct?
I'm going to go collect my things.
It's Dustin that has Bob.
Yeah.
The assumption is Dustin is part Bob.
Yes, at the moment.
I'll sit
that's
down
the
and then I'll
theory.
roll over there and like pat him on the leg. Thanks, Bob.
Why does everyone call me that?
You just hear a voice say, "Shut up."
Um.
This one is much ruder than the other one.
You try having memory problems.
Huh. You want to talk about memory problems, Cupcake? I'll tell you
Go
about
for-
memory problems.
Go for it, bitch.
Roll, roll an intelligence saving throw.
That's aggressive.
You immediately buckle to your knees as he begins to share but a fragment of the memories of what he is connected to you. It is more than you can handle as you just get overloaded with information.
I know who I'm connected to.
Are you okay, Dustin?
I just shoved about 5,000 pounds of shit into a 1 pound box.
I don't throw up,
Nope.
but I am breathing heavy.
Dustin, are you okay?
You ever hear voices in your head?
You hear the voices in your head say
Sometimes.
all the time.
Yeah, actually, sometimes, there's one voice that sounds a lot like Serena talks to me.
Does it ever hurt you?
No. Are you good?
I don't think so.
Do you need some little snacky, like some crackers, maybe?
Get
What do
him
you
a
want
juice
to eat?
box.
I think that.
All right, so as you guys get ready to board your Dragon Guildmaster,
Huh?
you
Best day
do
ever.
manage to secure the combat wheelchair to the dragon as well. Is there anything you want to do here before you leave?
Lou never told me I was supposed to replace Bob, so I don't even know why I'm coming on.
You don't have a choice.
I know I
Yeah.
don't.
The book that they were reading, was that the book that Serena had in her bag?
You look in your bag, you have no book.
Hey, has anyone seen that book from earlier?
Which book?
You know, the one with all the names in it?
Who's
This
got
one?
it?
Someone
Yes.
point out that Lou has it, or
You
just
know,
you hold
Lou
it up?
holds it up.
This one?
Are you going through my things?
No. Why?
Mm-hmm. How'd you get the book?
I got it from Khan.
Looks over to Con.
Looks over at the dragon.
It's you. What?
Were you digging through my things?
Digging? No. Perusing? Theoretically.
You know, it's rude to go through a lady's possessions.
A lady's possessions, yes. Your possessions, potentially.
Khan.
He's like, quick question for you, though, Serena. I never ask you much about your heritage, but how
We'll
close
talk
are you
about
to your
this
Fey
later.
roots? He can talk as a dragon.
Yeah, I know.
And he'll
She'll
create
climb
a
up.
fiery illusion. Have you ever seen an individual that looks like this? And I'm going to send you a picture. Because I'm an asshole and I can do that.
Do we all get to see it, or is it just for
Nope.
Serena?
And just for Serena, you may or may
Okay.
not have seen said picture before. If Serena would like to share it with you, that is up to Serena. Where'd it go? Should be here. Serena, he shows you an image. I'm going to say it's you in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Oh, wait. I just saw the message you sent me. Oh, that's cold.
And he conjures a fiery illusion.
Just an illusion of it. Pretty spot on.
You're not about to tell me that that's you, are you?
We'll send you a message. By he, I mean me.
Is he speaking telepathically, or?
Sure. That's all he tells you. In your head. All right, so do you climb upon your Dragon Guildmaster?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We can begin to fly out of Florin.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do fly over the Wynn, which is the bar that your guildmate Stat owns. Technically, it is the Winden is the name of the bar.
I wave at them as we fly past.
They don't specifically see you, but you are able to kind of see it looks like a majority of your friends are at that guild waiting for a ship, which is kind of settling to most of you. As you fly south, after about 5 miles, you just see the head turn back at you. Ready?
Ready?
All of you.
I am going to stand up and brace.
You might want to sit down.
I think
That's exactly what God says. Is
Yeah,
you might
I'm
wanna
assuming
sit
my
down.
witcher has like
And you
locks on
guys-
it.
Burst into flames forward.
I'll
Oh,
ask if you
Jesus.
want me to hold onto your
Yeah,
wheelchair.
I'm assuming they have like those wheel locks.
As you guys, yep,
Mhm.
as you feel the burning heat kind of, it's kind of like sitting next to a campfire and your face just looks like overly warm. You feel yourself jettison forward and you see yourself not but 2 miles away from Draymond.
Huh.
The large flapping of the wings and kind of sets you down about, let's see. I will say, for all intents and purposes, you are dropped at the 10-foot purple marker I put north of Draymond on the map.
All right.
So, 2 questions. Does anyone need to go to bed soon?
It's 3 here. I'm barely hanging on.
All right. Well, so let's do this. Let's pause here for tonight. If we get a bonus session, we'll go more. If not, we'll be here next week.
Mhm.
But you are but a mere couple of hours away from the city of Draymond. And we'll pick up there next week.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Captain.
Great.
Now you're in charge.
Thanks
You're
for
not
watching, everyone.
included.
Have a good night.
Officially.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching, everyone.